self-discovery, inner journey, and there were queries regarding that how do we really make the inner journey. And we also talked about the truth and reality and actuality. All these things were discussed in the earlier, sessions. Today I want to touch a little bit on the truth to begin with, and then we move on to what is a self-discovery process and how do we see ourselves, in this cluttered world. So it's an interesting topic when somebody dwells into the details of it. For that, I strongly believe self-discovery and experiential learning will only bring that kind of clarity. So whatever Guru says, whatever Swamiji's Godmen say, it could be very theoretical when you really look at it, when you really want to practice something. So whatever I say may not be fully applicable to you because every human being has got different way of thinking, different experiences in life, unique experiences, and all of them learn from those experiences. And that is the best way to realize the truth. And the first sentence I would begin with, there is no religion higher than the truth. So we are not talking about religion, but the highest religion, I feel, it is the truth. There is a huge connect between the truth and the self-knowledge. So if you don't have the self-knowledge, then a journey towards the truth will become very, very difficult. Without self-knowledge, without selfish me, I, mine, the inner journey cannot happen. So many, gurus, Swamijis talk about, you are taking inner re-engineering courses, you can go through the re-engineering process of self-discovery, all these things. How do we really discover the true self? So it's not going to be all that easy as people are putting it across, unless otherwise you become a sannyas and you take a journey towards a path of tapas when going and doing in tapas. That's not going to be easy for all grahas. So you need to somewhere come to a reconciliation thing to find out certain things which is possible for you, going through yoga process and other things, and then also self-discovery process which I'm talking about. If you want to really understand what is you, am I this body? Is it me? No. So if you really want to find who are you, I would give you a small formula. So if you really find out the inner you have to first look at, your relatives, set them apart. They're not, in your syllabus. And then look at your spouse. So they are also out of syllabus. If you want to find the true you. And then you have to take out your children, your friends, and the difficult one, the bank balance is also not yours, and the fixed assets, whatever you're having, the moving assets, whatever you're possessing, they are all not you. Last but not the least, this body is also not you. That means there is something beyond all these things. If you just relinquish all these things, and then you will definitely find your true self. So that is what is a challenge for mankind, and very few people have achieved. So many people are talking about souls, mukti, celestial body, but I strongly feel, unless otherwise you experience that, you can or you cannot, you need not believe in that. For example, the karmic cycle. We all know there is a karma. Karma is related to action, what your actions are, and then how it is going to come back on you. That is what the lot of theories are there. But as far as I am concerned, my reading about karma is nothing but the memories which are existing for thousands of years, and it's like a chip which carries on, is like a motherboard where you carry over all these things. So you will find that you will have all those things of personality of your forefathers, maybe thousands of years ago. So somewhere or other it is getting reflected. So karma is nothing but the impression created because of memory. So I see those memories which we see a person, this is how a person is going to be. And we hear a person, and this is how XYZ is going to be. So all those things are nothing but memories stored here in the mind. So when we talk about that person, either negative or positive energy comes from the way we look at with a perception. So our mind has got a perception, and we read people and we also judge people based on these memories. So karma is also a part of memory chip, comes over and over the years, and somewhere or other you see that the body is perishable. You know that body is perishable. So if you talk about death, many people talk about death. Actually speaking, I'll give you an example. You buy the best of motor cars, maybe Volkswagen, or Mercedes Benz made in Germany, the best of cars you have. Then you use it for maybe 15 years, 20 years, the best of the engines, best of the things. One by one, you will see after 20, 25 years, either it slows down or the mileage comes down, and then there are some problems in the engine. You start replacing all the parts. And then finally, you come to a stage that you need to junk that car. Similarly, this body is also like that. So the best of Mercedes, the best of what you call the Volkswagens, and the best of Maruti Suzuki, whatever you call it ourselves. Finally, it has to come to an end where this the so-called cohesive equipments or the organs stopped working. We're not able to sustain. That means this body is not able to sustain anymore. So this body perishes. So we call that as death. But in some form or other, we keep coming back in life. It's like a bell curve, it goes. So there is definitely a product life cycle. So the life cycle is also similar where, there is the initial stage, and there's a growth stage, stagnation, and then decline stage, and then we move on from this body elsewhere and another curve takes. So it's a similar story. And the karma, if you ask about me, what is the karma? This is the meaning I talk about karma. I may view it as a past and present memory like a computer chip. And then the accuracy of the mind lies in its capacity to empty itself perpetually on a continuous way, the continuous process. The mind has to empty itself to know the truth. That's the most difficult thing. We don't forget things. We want to carry on. We want to carry on with the past memories, and then we are not able to delete those things. And it's like downloaded, not downloaded stuff. All those things about people and surroundings, about wealth, about whatever we want to possess in life, everything is working together in this, motherboard or this body. So we are not able to sustain for a longer time. The body perishes, and then it takes another life. That's what I look at. And when you talk about the experiences of life, when you want to really look at the truth, if you want to start looking, if there is a quest for the truth, what do we really look at it? It's about self-knowledge. So it's more about self-knowledge. It's not about the universe. So you are part of this universe, but it is not about the universe. That means when you have the ability to set aside all these things away and discover your true self by looking like a man able to stand out of your body and look at yourself. That is the thing I'm talking about, the true life experience. So inner journey is all about that. As I said, the formula of setting aside everything and see, you will definitely find. I know it's a very difficult thing to do, but that is how we need to expand our horizons of self-exploration and experiential learning of life. So we don't really die, the body perishes. When all the equipments of the body is unable to sustain, that we give up as a body, but we still remain there. So this is all about the self-discovery process. And people asked about how do you find the true self, that is true you, the inner journey. So this is a formula I would like to give you, and we'll come back with some more details on self-discovery process in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a lovely day. God bless you all.